Hello everybody. So today's work we are going to discuss the laws of motion part 2. We are going to discuss first the inertia. Now you see what is the meaning of inertia. The property of an object by virtue of which it tends to retain its state of rest or of motion. So what is the meaning of that statement? So it means that if you think an object is in the position of rest, so until and unless you apply some external force, the object will not move. It will remain in the state of rest. Or if you think that an object is in the motion in a particular direction, so until and unless you do not apply any kind of external force, the body will move in that particular direction without diminishing its speed. So that is, the body object tends to rest or it tends to in the motion. That means until and unless you are not applying the external force, the body, it has no tendency to change its state of rest or state of motion. That is the inertia. And this inertia is related with the Newton's first law of motion, Sir Isaac Newton. What it states, if a body is in a state of rest, it will remain in the state of rest. And if it is in a state of motion, it will remain moving in the same direction with the same speed unless an external force is applied on it. So until and unless you are applying the external force, the body will retain its own inertia of state or inertia of motion. This inertia is the inherent property of any object. Now inertia is related with mass. If the mass is more, then the inertia will be more, and if the mass is less, then the inertia will be less. So you see this question, if it is more difficult to stop a cricket ball than a tennis ball, though both having the same velocity, explain. Now you know that consider the tennis ball and that cricket ball having the same size, but the mass of the cricket ball is more as compared with that of the tennis ball, and that's why if both both are moving with the same velocity, then if you want to stop them, that means by applying the external force, so you have to apply more force to stop the cricket ball rather than the tennis ball. Why? Because the mass of the cricket ball is more than that of the tennis ball. You see the next example. Larger force is required to set a loaded trolley in motion than an unloaded trolley. Explain. So this particular question is also related with the mass, because greater the mass, greater is the inertia. So if you want to pull or push a loaded trolley, it has more mass, so you have to apply more external force. But if you consider the trolley is unloaded, so its mass is less and you have to apply less force to move that particular trolley. Okay, thank you.